Okay, welcome guys. This is Blessing Obasui. I am the content creator for Farfromacurse. That is the blog, my blog website, and you're probably on this page because you found me on Facebook or on Instagram or word of mouth because I told you or someone else told you. So welcome to my channel. So the whole purpose of this video is to talk about Testimony Tuesday. So with Testimony Tuesday, the purpose, and I have all of my layout for my questions right here. So the purpose of Testimony Tuesday is for people to share the moment where God came through for them. It can be a situation, your salvation story, how you got saved, or it can be a testimony where you passed like a big exam. You know only God could have helped you through it because you were going through a car accident. It can be a numerous of things. No testimony is too big or too small. So the background story. How I started with Testimony Tuesday. Basically, I was the one that was in need of a testimony. So I was going through this situation in my life, which was a breakup. Okay. The breakup, it was kind of really sad for me. Like, it really broke me down. Okay. And I'm laughing right now, but it wasn't funny at the time. So, the breakup, it, like I said, broke me down, and I was searching online for someone that had a similar situation as me because my breakup was about God. So I needed some answers. Like, I couldn't find any answers with my friends because my friends, they tried the best that they could, but it was a situation that was very, very unique to them. They'd never heard of it, and they thought it was a scam. They thought it was crazy. So when I was searching online, I ended up finding Heather Lindsay, Ashley Empowers. Shout out to everybody else who talks about God online, because those blog posts, I search blog posts, I search videos, and a lot of people had the similar situation as me. So as I was reading and watching videos, it really regained my hope again in just understanding that it had to happen. Shout out to Deep Verdict. But it had to happen. And like, 2.5 years later, I realized that it had to happen even more. So I am so grateful that people had content, to put out there, to talk about God, to talk about that situation. So I want to also pay it forward. I want to put more information online for other people that are going to search. And search for answers for something. Let's say someone is going through a terrible breakup, and I have someone on Testimony Tuesday talking about that breakup experience, and it just gives that person hope. Like, oh my God, you went through it. It was very unique to me, but I know that because you went through it, I can get through it. Or a car accident, like, how can I make it through a car accident? So I really enjoy any type of testimonies, and in general, I love hearing about people who overcome things. I don't care if it's big or small. It really encourages me. So the goal. So my goal for Testimony Tuesday is honestly for people young adults mainly, to want to have a relationship with God, because that is the whole purpose. That's the whole reason why I really feel like I'm here right now. The reason why I started the channel, the reason why I started the blog. And I really love for people to share their testimonies, which just rolls into the next question, the requirement. The requirement is that your testimony has to be attributable to God coming through for you. Now, I understand there are a lot of different religions out there, and there are a lot of different gods, but my God he said he's the Lord of all lords. So I'm not discrediting that there aren't any gods, because there are. But let me tell you, when Jesus' name is spoken, every knee will bow. I mean, I'm not going to even argue about that. But so the testimony that you are going to, if you want to submit a testimony, it has to be something where you know that God came through for you. So the release date. So Testimony Tuesday will be released on every first Tuesday of the month. And that is just the release date. And the process. So the process, basically, I have everything on my blog page in step order. But basically, you contact me, you let me know that you want to be a part of Testimony Tuesday because you have something to share and you want to help someone else. And then we'll have like a brief conversation, and I will try to figure out, because I still need to screen your testimony, because I want to make sure that it's going to be something. Every testimony is a good testimony, don't get me wrong, but I want to make sure that it's something that's going to be helpful. Like, I don't want anything too generic. I really love specific testimonies, but you could turn anything in. And also, the testimony, once that's turned in, we can either do a video interview, or we can, set up the phone call if you're far away, if you're not in the area, and I will go ahead and have the interview questions ready, and we'll just dive right in, and you will be the next Testimony Tuesday candidate. And after that, I will go ahead and, after everything is said and done, the interview part, then I will go through all of the editing process for the interview, and I will send you a draft copy. And when you get the draft copy, you will let me know if the testimony, everything that I wrote down, was relevant to what we talked about, and it is your testimony. Make sure that I didn't change anything, in the editing process. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys found this video useful. I cannot wait to share all of these testimonies. I've already had a couple people contact me, well, more than a couple, because a couple is two, but I've had a lot of people contact me about testimonies, and I cannot wait to share it, because your testimony, you had to go through it, but your testimony is not for you. Your testimony is for someone else, to help them draw closer to God, because our paths, the lives that we're living, we're on a path. And the path is literally God showing you who He is through certain circumstances. So if you can share your testimony to bring someone else closer to God, then contact me, because I can't wait to share it with you.